Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's lesson we will create a full data analysis project by using the Python library of data manipulation and analysis called Pandas. We won't just talk about Pandas fundamentals, we are rolling up our sleeves to create a hands-on data analysis project. We'll be crafting insightful bar charts, an engaged pie chart, and even venturing into a tree map for a comprehensive data exploration. By using the matplotlib or plotly libraries, we will create compelling visualizations and analyze data like a professional. Hit that play button and let's get started on our data analysis project together. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to watch more data analysis and data science projects. So I have already installed Python, Git Bash or Jupyter Notebook and all the tools which are needed in order to run the Pandas library on your device. If you don't know how to do it, I will put the link in the description below from where you can just go and download it. So first we need to just create the new Python file and call it like HOMICIDE project. HOMICIDE project. And then we need to install and import all the libraries which we are going to use in this project. Okay, I have already installed them, but I will give a short overview of how to do it. First we need to just type in the pip install for pandas. I will type in the pandas. Then you will need to install a matplotlib. Then you need to install the plotly and seaborn. Pip again, install plotly, and of course we need to use the seaborn library, so you need to install the seaborn too. Just type in the seaborn here and install. Click on the run icon and install all of them. Okay, I will not install them right now because I have already installed them. So I need to do what? Import them. So how we will import it? I will just type in the import first for pandas library as pd alias. Then I will import the matplotlib pyplot as plt. Then I will import the plotly, express as px, and then the seaborn as sns. Okay, and click on the shift enter, and we will import all these libraries here because we have already installed them, and you need to first install them and then import them here. Okay, and now I need to import the dataset which is located inside of my data folder here. The name of the file will be homicide by countries file. So I need to type in the df equals to pd, the name or the alias name of my pandas library, read csv because the file name is the csv, and then the folder name will be the data slash and the name of the file. Okay, and then I will just print out the first 5 rows, and you could see that we have already imported it. And our dataset consists of 6 columns, and let's just check in the number of rows here. We have 195 rows and 6 columns here. So first I need to check if there are some null values here in order to escape the errors which are going to be popped up. I need to remove them, and first I will just check it if there are some null values in my dataset. You can see none of these columns have the null values, but if in case you might have another dataset and you want to drop them out, you will just need to type in df drop now, and in place true parameter in place equals to true, and click on the shift enter for dropping null values for all columns here. But if you want to mention specific column, you will just need to type in the subset equals to, and the name is the column here. Okay, for example, I would pick up the subregion and comma in place true, it will do what? Drop the null values inside of subregion column. Okay, I will not drop it because there is no null values here, so I just give the explanation how to do it. Okay, we have already dropped all the null values, and now if I look at the dataset here, again here is the dataset. The first thing that I want to do is to check again the data types. This is also really important for us. You could see that we have a rate, count, and year column. Rate column is the float object, but if you want to avoid these float numbers, in my case I will just try to convert all of them integers, because I am not interested in these decimal points. So in order to convert the data type of the column, I will type just the name of the column, okay, and type in the equal sign, name of the column as type integer, and this will convert the data type of this rate column. Okay, if I just click run and check the data types here again, you could see that it will convert it. But if you have lots of columns that should be converted, in your case you can just do it more professional way. For example, you will just add in the my list here, and I already explained this approach, but I will just remind you how to do it. For example, rate will be the first column, count will be the second column, okay, and the year might be another column. You might have a bunch of columns here from which you are going to change the data types. You will just iterate through it with the for loop in, for example, my list, and then you will do what? Let's just print it out, all the names of the columns. You could see these are the columns that we are going to, for example, change the data types. How you should do it? You are just need to type in the df I equals to df again I as type integer. You could see if I click shift enter, first I will just import the dataset again, and shift enter here, you could see the data types will be changed again. Okay, this approach is more professional. You can use it in your daily practice. Okay, now let's go to analyze the data and extract certain columns that we are going to use for visualizing purposes. Okay, I will just print out the dataset again. First, we will extract the top 5 rows from the data frame based on the count column, and then calculate the percentage of each column value related to the sum of count values. Okay, we will pick up one column 2, for example. We will start from the location and count, okay, and then we will just visualize it. Okay, how we should do it? First, I will just assign the df1, because this assignment will be for specific visualization. Okay, so I will pick up df1 as a variable and get the dataset with the sorting values. Sort values will be what? The name will be count. We will sort this count in a descending order. Okay, ascending equals to false. Okay, and if I just print it out, df1, we could see that it will do what? Sort this based on the count, and from the highest to the lowest one. Okay, and we are interested in top 5 rows, okay, for specific column called location. Or how we should do it? The first thing that we are going to do, we could even reset it here, reset index if you want, and drop it equals to true. Okay, but we don't need it right now. This is just for educational purposes. So we are going to use this df1 for specific column called location. Okay, and these 5 rows should be extracted here. So we need to first type in the df1 again and extract from the df column, df2 columns here, location and location, and the second column will be count. okay, and then I will sort them. Based on the count. So I will add in the sort values. Let's just print it out first, df1. You could see it will sort it out, and then I will sort them out, sort values, and ascending will by count, by equals to count, okay, and in a descending order, ascending equals to false, and of course I will pick up the first 5 rows here, okay, and you could see that it will sort them out from the highest to the lowest and print out 5 locations here, okay, and we need to right now do what? Visualize it. So in order to visualize it, we need to pick up again the df1 and type in the plot x equals to location, where the first parameter will be the location, the second parameter will be y equals to what? Count, okay, and if I just click on shift enter, this will print out this kind of line chart, but we are not interested in the line. We need to do what? Make it the kind of a pie chart. Kind equals to pi, okay, pie chart, and you can see it will break up the legend and the values of these columns, the index numbers, okay, but we need to assign the labels here, and type in the labels equals to df1 location, okay, because if I just type in the df1 location here, it will print out the name of the first column here, Brazil, Nigeria, okay. So we will pick up the labels as the location column names and click on shift enter. It will replace these labels here, okay, but it will show up this kind of legend, but we don't need it right now, so we need to type in the plt legend, and add in the set visible false. I think that this should disappear. Okay, yes, it has removed this kind of legend. And now what we need here, we need to add in the percentage signs instead of these values here, okay. We don't need these values to be shown. Instead of these values, we want to print out the percentage signs, okay, for each kind of this piece of pie chart. Okay, how we should do it? We need to add in the percentage signs like this after this predefined after pct function, and we should need percentage signs here, and add in the number of decimal points, or how many decimal numbers you want. I want 2 decimal points here, okay. So if I just click shift enter, you can see that it will print automatically, convert these values to the percentage signs and print them out, okay. We can even do it manually. I will just show it how to do it. We could just type in the df, for example, df1 percentage, and we will create a new column called df1 and type in the percentage equals to the first df1. I will pick up the count, okay, count this column, multiply it by 100 and divide the sum of this count in order to get the percentage sign, okay. So I will add in the 1 multiplied by 100 and divided by df1 count here, count, and of course I need to add in the sum here. We are just dividing the count of these values and multiply by 100 and divide to the sum of these values, to all of these values, okay. And then I can even round it and type in the round tool in order to make it assignable for these ones. You can just check it here. If I just click shift enter, you can see these values have been generated and they are equal to these ones. Okay, you can create it manually and assign instead of these after percentage sign, you will just type in the these percent to these like labels here, and this will again print out the result like this one. Okay, but I have made it here automatically. This function gives you the percentage signs here. Okay, we have created this pie chart now, and now we will go on and sum the count of homicide people and then create a bar plot to visualize the aggregated counts for each region. Okay, let's just show up the dataset, the base dataset here, and I will group it by region and count. Okay, I will sum the count values based on the region and print out it. Okay, how we should do it for specific region. Okay, we will group it. For the second df2, I will just type in the df group by the region, and then I will add in the count here, count, and type in the sum. Okay, if I just click on shift enter, like print it out, what will it print? You could see that it will print out the sum of count, the count of each, the sum of counts of homicide people for each region here. Okay, in any ways, if we just add in the count of these homicide people, it will sum it up for specific region. Okay, and this kind of grouping makes sense because it represents the count of homicide people together for each specific region. Okay, now I need to add in the something here. I will just type in the sort values and sort it by again ascending equals to false. Okay, and click shift enter. You could see that it will print out Americas first. Okay, and I want to just replace these Americas to the NS America and North and South America, because this will be clear for us. I will go to the initial dataset here. Okay, and if I just click on the run here, you could see that it has Americas here, but I will just try to replace these Americas to the more meaningful way and just add in the df region equals to, because we are picking this region column, and just replace these Americas to another value. So we will add in the, again, we don't need even to retype it. We are just adding the replace Americas to the North and South America, NS America. Okay, and also I need to in place it or save it, like in place, make it permanent true. Okay, I will just click shift enter and run all these values, and you could see that if I just run it again and come into this dataset here, you could see that this America is being changed, and now I'm open to do what? Visualize it. So I need to type in the just df2 plot and make it the bar chart. I will just type in the kind equals to what? Bar. Okay, but if I just click shift enter, this will print out the regions and the number of counts of homicide people per region here. You could see North and South America had the highest number of homicide people, the people who have killed one by another. Okay, so I will just type in the df2 or plt dot show to get rid of this label. Okay, and now we will move on. We will come back to the dataset again, and America is still kept as it is because we have made it permanent. And now I will group the data frame by the subregion column here and sum the count values within each group, and again visualize it. Okay, again for the subregion we need to again do the same process. df3 equals to df group by and select the subregion column, this column subregion, and then type in the column that we want, that we are interested, of course the count column again, and type in the sum here. And if I click shift enter df3, you could see that it will bring out the subregions based on these values. It will sum up the count for each specific subregion. Okay, and we need to again sort it, sort values, and ascending equals to, of course, false, and click it shift, and you can see South America took the first place, Southern Asia took the second place, and then Central America, etc. Okay, and we need to visualize it. We will visualize it on a seaborn using seaborn library. So I will type in the SNS because the alias name of the seaborn library, imported seaborn library, is SNS. Okay, so I will pick up SNS and type in the bar plot and type in the x equals to what, df3. Let's see, this is kind of a series for us. Okay, and it does not have any columns, it's series, so we need to extract the index. Okay, if I just type in the index here, this will print out the name of these subregions. Okay, but if I type in the values here, okay, it will print out the values here, these values. So we need to use these parameters in order to visualize it. So x could be here the index, and y will be what? Y will be df3 values. Okay, and then we can even pick up the dataset itself, but I think that it should automatically visualize it. Let's check it. Yes, it has visualized it. You could see that it has popped up, and all these labels should be converted to the vertical position. But before doing it, I need to reset this. I don't need to reset it. Yes, I will just try to convert it by typing the plt with the help of the plotly xsticks, and the rotation will be 90, I think. Let's check it out. Yes, it will convert it, or I can even type in the vertical, I think, vertical, and yes, it would again convert it and get rid of all these labels. So I will just type in the x label equals to none. Let's check it, and you can see, yes, we have get rid of these labels too, and you can see we have extracted it based on the subregion. You can see South America took the first place for it. Okay, now we will go back to the base dataset here and check in. We will filter the data frame df to include only rows where the region is equals to only Asia and Europe, and the year is greater than 2016. So if I just pick up the year and type in the sort or value counts, click shift enter, you could see that we will just pick up these ones from 2016. Okay, we are inheriting this in the last 6 years. Okay, or we should do this and then visualize it. We will need to first group it out and visualize it. So we will first pick up the df region and sort it based on the Asia and Euro. There are two ways to do this. The first one will be like just type in the df region equals to or is in. The first one is like this one, is in. This one is the easy method, I think. Asia and Europe Europe. Okay, and again we need to surround it with square brackets, and again surround this to the data frame. df. If I just click shift enter, you could see that it will extract all the regions for Asia, Europe, Asia, and everything is extracted based on this region criteria. Okay, we can do it in a more simple way. I think that this way will be more suitable for you. So df first, I will just call in the df region is equals to Asia, and then or like type in the or df again region equals to Europe. Okay, if I just surround it with round brackets here, this one and this one, this one, and then click shift enter, you could see it will again print it out based on this criteria. Okay, now as this dataset we will save to the df4, we need to go further on and just extract. If I just type in the df4, you could see the dataset hasn't been changed, so I need to pick up the years which are greater than 2016. So I will type in the df4 again, df4 year is greater than 2016, and aside from it I will pick up the name of the columns like region, then I will pick up the year, and then of course I will pick up the count. Okay, okay, and if I just click shift enter, you could see that it will print out the 3 columns based on this criteria. Okay, the year is greater than 2016. So now we need to again assign it to DataFrame 4, df4 equals, and even I need to right now group it. Click shift enter again, I need to group it. df4 will be grouped. If you see at the table again, we will group it based on the region and year, and print out this count based on this region and year. So you will see how I do it. df4 group by pick up 2 columns, region, and the second one will be year. Okay, year, and then I will sum it up, and pick up of course count. Okay, and if I just again df4 equals to, I will assign it so that it would save it for me. Click shift enter, and you could see we have groups and subgroups. Region, year, for Asia it has these years and its current correspond values. For year it also has, for Europe it also has the correspond values for each specific year. And now I can't like plot it. If I just see df, I will just try to plot it right now, and you will see that I will not be able to plot it. Kind equals to, for example, line. You could say it will just labels, it will plot it for specific year, but I don't want it to be plotted like that. I will need, in order to plot it, I will need to do what? Unstack it. first and then plot it. So unstack it means just convert them to the columns and rows in order to visualize it. So I will type in the df unstacked equals to df4 and type in the unstack function, and level will be equals to 0, and then print it out. Okay, click run, and you could see that it has just converted this region to the and converted these ones for the column names, Asia and Europe, and year is being printed out as rows, and values are assigned correspondingly. Okay, and now we are open to visualize it. So in order to, you could see that we have even an AN value for the Europe here. So let's just try to visualize it. df unstacked plot kind equals to what? Kind equals to line, and fig size equals to, let's make it 10, 6, and just click shift enter, and you could see it will just print it out based on these criteria, and type in the region, legend, Asia and Europe. And but you could see that we have here a small problem. We need to convert these columns values to the integer in order to be shown here. Okay, we don't need it to be seen like floating objects here. So we need to convert these years to that point. So I will just try to do it right now. So I will need to add in the df unstack index, and you can see the data type is integer. I will need to convert it first to the integer and then to the string, okay, in order to get rid of them. df unstacked index as type integer, then as type string str. Click shift enter, and if I just show it again, run it, and you could see it has removed all these null values, okay, or decimal points. So now I can even add in some x labels, y labels here. Just type in the plt x label and equals to year, and y label will be plt y label will be what? Count, and of course we will need to add in the title. plt title equals to what? Count of Asia and Europe over years. Okay, click shift enter, and even add in the plt show to get rid of this label, and you can see that we have added the labels and the title for this visualization. Okay, now let's go back to the dataset here, and we will just add in what? Create the data frame by the year column and sum the rate values here. So we need to add in what? First, group it by year, okay, and sum up these rate values for each specific year. Okay, I will show you how to do it right now. So I will just add in the df5 equals to df group by year, and then add in the rate here, and of course sum the rate values and sort values in a descending order, equals to false. Okay, and now print it out, df5, and see what will it print. You could see that this is the sum of rate values by each year here. So we can easily visualize it by adding the df5 plot kind equals to bar chart, and figure size will be a bit small. Fig size equals to 7.7 and 3, and of course I will make the color here. I can make the color equals to sky blue. Okay, and then if I just click shift enter, you could see that it will print it out. And you could see that there is a big gap between 2019 and 2020 because it has marginally increased in 2020. We could already see the trend. If you want, you can make it, sort it from here, and ascending false df plot. It has already sorted them, and from descending to the ascending one, or from the highest to the lowest one. Okay, I can add it even the age color if you want. Age color equals to what? For example, black. And of course titles and all these labels could be again like these ones. I will just copy all of them and print them out here. plt x label will be what? First the title would be what? Sum of rate by region and year. Okay, and the next one, x label, will be region year, and sum of rate, y label. Okay, and plt show, everything is right. Okay, you could see that we have already visualized it without problem. Okay, right now we will go further. We will print out the dataset again, and now we will extract the year, region, and count columns from the data frame. Okay, year, region, and count from this data frame, and group it the result by year and region here. Okay, for each year we will print out the region and find the sum of count values within each group, and then sort the result based on the year column, okay, in a descending order. Okay, let's just try to do it. So first I will just add in the df6 equals to df and print out the column names that are going to use. Year will be the first one, region will be the second one, and the third one will be what? Count, of course, because without numeric data we can't make anything here. Okay, if I just click shift enter, just print it out here, you could see that we have 3 columns here. Okay, now I will just group it based on the year and region for these count values and sum these count values here. Okay, I will just group it. df6 equals to df6 group by, and when I group 2 columns here, it will automatically consider the third column and sum it up, because this is the measure column. Okay, so I will just type in the df year and region. Okay, I will pick up 2 column region, and then I will sum them up. It will already know what we are going to sum, and sort, of course, values, sort values. Okay, by sort values by what? I will add in the year here. Okay, and ascending will be false. I will even pick up 40. I don't want every data to be shown here, so if I just pick up df40 and print it out, you could see for each year it will print out the name or the regions here. Okay, for each year based on the region it will sum up the counts here. If I just remove it, what will it print? It will print the data is the same. Does not matter. Okay, so now we need to visualize it. okay, with the help of the bar plot. We have two subgroups and one count sum of values for each specific year. So how we should visualize it? So I will just type in df6 plot kind equals to, again, bar and figure size will be equals to let's pick up 12 and 6. Okay, let's just click shift enter and see what will it print. Okay, you can see that it has printed out the figure size for us. Okay, we could even add in the color map here, color map, and just add in the, like, we just see the result. Okay, this looks better. Now I can again copy all these titles, labels here, X label, Y label, title, and replace these values here. Okay, the title name will be what? The sum of count by year, or sum of count by year. Okay, and of course I will pick up and the region. Okay, and then the Y label will be changed to the sum of count, and X label, year, and region. X label, year, region. Click shift enter. And now we will group the data frame by the subregion column and finding the average count values within each subregion. Okay, and return the tree map. Okay, we will visualize the tree map. Okay, so I will just type in the df7 equals to df group by subregion, and pick up the count here and type in the mean, will be the average here. Okay, if I just add in the df7 and say, you will see that it will find out the average count for each subregion here. So I will sort it out, sort values ascending equals to false. Okay, and of course round it to, click shift enter. You could see we have already sorted it, and now I try to visualize it. In order to visualize it, first I need to pick up the indexes and the values of this data set. Okay, df7 will be the index, df7 index will be these like values, categorical values, and df7 values will be the values. Okay, so in order to visualize it, I will just type in the data. First I will just create a data frame here by adding the category equals to df7 index will be the category here, comma, the value will be what? df values, 7 values. Okay, and the info should also be added info equals df7 values. Okay, and create a data frame from it. df equals to pd data frame what, the data variable. Okay, and if I just print it out, df click shift enter, it will just sort it out and create the data frame, new data frame for the value and info. Okay, and now I can create a tree map using the Plotly Express here by typing the figure size px. Px is the alias name of the Plotly. You could see this one, pltx tree map. Px figure size will be px tree map df, the data frame will be this one, like, and then I will pick up what path equals to category, and then values will be this value that we have already given with this value parameter. So I will just add in the value here because we have already passed in the parameters there. And title will be what, tree map example, tree map. Okay, if I just type in the fig show dot show, click shift enter, it should load the tree map for us. Yes, it has already created the tree map, but we have some problems with this hovering. Okay, we should check it out and remove them. I need to update it by typing the fig update traces, and type in the hover template. Okay, our template equals to what, category, and then add in the labels. Like percentage sign label here, and to the new line I will bring in value. Okay, value will be what, the value itself. Add in the value. Okay, this should work, I think. Yes, you could see it has removed all these IDs and something. We could just see that southern area, so value is not showing anything. Why? Because I think that we should add in the percentage sign, click shift enter, and yes, you could see the values are being changed here. Okay, I think that that's it for now. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel. Have a good day. Bye.